Hello YouTube, how you doing? It's Wardy. Oh my god, it's been so long since we did a YouTube only cast, right? And I've got a really fun one. It's going to be another of these free-for-alls, and look at the lineup of players. These are played on Crank's stream, and he's kind enough to send me the replays. This is just the first one I opened up, and I figured it'd be fun to cast it for you guys on YouTube. It's been so long. Just before we get in, I've got a couple things to say, but just before we get into it, just to explain what this is going to be, it's a free-for-all, 6 players. It's on a specific free-for-all mod, so there's some fights over the center. You get to choose your spawning location at the start, so it's not your standard game. Just so you guys know, I'll do my best to explain it as we go. Obviously, a lot of this is in Korean because it was on Crank's stream. I will do my best to tell you guys what I can as we get going. I'm going to start this off because we got 15 seconds before players start to pick their starting points. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Our YouTube channel is doing amazing lately, and it's only going to do better if you guys do those things. Our subscriber count almost at 13,000. It's crazy. It's a wild world. It's a wild world. So as we start, guys, how this works, just to remind you, is that these players get to move a worker around for about, a minute or so, figure out where they want to go, and then decide, oh, I'm going to, go up here, for example. I'm going to pick my base here, so that's where Maru's going to be. You can see that Solar scan around. He can see that Maru chose to be there, I'm pretty sure. So he can decide where he wants to expand to. Solar's gonna go up here? No? Solar really doesn't know where he wants to go. Who else is anywhere else? I'm actually not too sure. I guess we'll find out in a moment or two where everyone else has chosen to be. Oh, INnoVation's over here. He's taking a gold base early, INnoVation. So that'll be kind of interesting. Solar might just let the randomness decide where he wants to go. And he's actually going to get put in the bottom left-hand corner. Okay, we'll do the intros of the players. In the top side, we've got our purple Terran player, the real Maru. On the left side, the yellow Protoss player taking a gold base is Hurricane. In the bottom left, our orange Zerg is Solar. On the bottom 6 o'clock location, we have got the blue Zerg Impact. Very close by to his teammate, the teal Protoss player, Patience, taking a gold base. And also with the gold base, the red Terran on the top right-hand side, INnoVation. So yeah, there's some specific rules and stuff that are going to come down. I just want to take a quick moment, though, to say, goddamn, guys, I'm sorry I've not done a YouTube cast in so long. I've just been so busy. There's been so many good games from the stream, and in January, I streamed like a ridiculous amount of hours. It was very hard to do extra YouTube stuff, and we just had really good uploads for every single day already, so I just thought... I actually had the issue I actually had to cut some really good games from being uploaded because we just didn't have the amount of days in the month to upload all the games. It was crazy. So I'm sorry that I've been kind of gone for so long, but it's so good to be back. It's so good to be able to guilt you guys into subscribing and commenting and stuff. I'm really excited to do more YouTube only stuff going into the next little, going into the future of all of this, basically. And the YouTube channel, since I've last talked to you, has just exploded. It's really insane. So thank you so much for all the support. If you're a new viewer, hello. Like I said, I like to do some of these YouTube only casts quite often. It's just been a little while because it's been a crazy January. So with that out the way and said, there's also been some upgrades. So I've actually had a whole new audio setup put in place, and so I should sound a lot better. There's going to be some fun little stuff I can do every now and then, like I can make certain like sound effects and stuff, and I'm not going to do any of that in this series, I don't think, but it's definitely something I want to set up more for the future too. But the audio should just sound better and louder, because I know a lot of people were commenting on the how loud it was. So again, just been putting some improvements into the setup, and thank you so much for all the support. Without you guys, wouldn't be doing it. So let's get into this free-for-all. Let's talk about what's going to go on. You can see INnoVation already going free rack sweeper. So what happens is at certain points of the game, the middle of the map becomes important. So it doesn't always become important. It's only at certain points you basically have a minute or so to build up kind of time in the center. So when you spend time in the middle of the map, you kind of like it gives you some different bonuses. So basically you spend time in the middle within this minute, and whoever gets the most time in the middle gets the most reward. And early in the game, it's like get a mineral and gas boost for the top 4 players who spend time in the center. Later on, you actually get armies spawned in. If you remember last time, Rogue ended up on like 400 supply from an a morphed in army or something. So it was really crazy. As early in this game, Patience taking some damage. He has his gold base though, so it's not the end of the world or anything here from Patience in the early stages. There's INnoVation applying some early pressure. But yeah, you don't need to hold the middle of the map right away. So for the moment, it's pretty standard, and at some stage, it will say, you know, there'll be a special message, and what I'll be able to tell you from that is that it's basically going to start counting down. So hopefully I can do a good job of explaining that. Really, I mean, the fact that Crank was able to convince Maru to play astounds me. You know, I tried to convince Maru to play in the $7,000 WardiTV tournament, and he was like, he didn't even reply. He's just like, what? Sorry? No, sorry, you're not Katowice. You know, ask Maru to come play some free-for-alls, and here he is. He's like, hell yeah, let's do this. So interested to see what Maru's going to get up to. Very marine heavy early, just going to be taking it very slow on one base. So kind of just like a one base 2-1-1, a little bit unique. INnoVation expanding to the top right. Obviously, his gold minerals will mine out pretty quickly here. That's the issue with taking a gold base to your starting base. They mine out real fast, so yeah, you get a boost of income, but you have to take an expansion off of it, which is why Patience, Hurricane, and INnoVation, all these gold-based starters, have taken that expansion. Whoa, what's this, a train? Whoa, 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 there's a train? Hang on, okay, I don't know what the train does. Apparently, Maru was aware of this, though, because he's in position. Was this in the last one and I just didn't notice it? Okay, Maru got 500 gas right there, I think. That's pretty insane. On the bottom side, it looks like INnoVation's going for the train. There's the Marines here, protect. Is INnoVation going to get it? Can this be sniped, like, last second? No, INnoVation gets 500 minerals and gas. So I think, actually, Maru probably got 500 minerals too, right? So a little bonus there for picking up the first objective of the game. Nice. Nice. Like I say, this is kind of... I'm pretty sure that wasn't here last time. I thought this was the same map, but maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe it's a little bit different. Okay, you can see this now. In 30 seconds, we're going to have the countdown beginning, and you'll have 1 minute to earn points in the middle. So Maru, Solar shows up, and you're going to earn minerals and gas, basically, based on how long you spend in the middle here. So let's see, because I believe if I put it on someone's vision, you can see the seconds they've spent in the middle here in the top right-hand side. So we'll be able to see a little bit better just who's taking the lead. As you can see, Maru's obviously got a lot of units here, and you can see the countdown now. So you can see right now, Maru takes the center. I think it's if you're closest to the center, you get the points. So INnoVation not realizing this yet, and Maru is, sneaking a few points in here. Yeah, Maru, actually, maybe you have to be in this exact little ring, actually. Maru was just testing that there. So Maru's actually getting a lot of points as Solar kind of realizes this, comes into the center himself, and now Maru's going to be pushed away. But he's already established 18 seconds of control. Trying to get back in that middle again. He's actually going to end up fighting Hurricane here. Over on the left-hand side, Stalkers and Sentries going down. Meanwhile, no one's controlling the middle of the map. Guys, what are you doing? INnoVation takes it for a moment or two, starting to get some points. Maybe this was the first game they played, actually, because it was the first one I just selected. And maybe they don't quite get the rules just yet. You can see Hurricane's going to take the middle. He only has to sit there a few seconds longer, and he's going to be ahead. You can see INnoVation getting some extra points. So Maru's going to get the big boost here. And then it's going to be INnoVation. Just gets it. As a recall comes in. The Terrence team up on Hurricane. So you can see INnoVation got second. Maru got first. Solar got fourth. And Hurricane got third. Patience and Impact just doing nothing in this fight. I mean, a couple units from Impact showed up, but they didn't commit through. So that's a big income boost. You can see right now, Maru doesn't usually float 1k, money. He's just had a big income boost from winning that. I think it was 2,000 minerals and 1,000 gas he gets, which is obviously absolutely huge for him as we see these roaches of Impact coming down the right-hand side. And a little bit of a skirmish here between Impact and Solar early on. Obviously, Maru is pretty late to expand, mind you, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, this position, though. Hey, this is not pretty for Hurricane at all. Like, first of all, he doesn't have charge or anything, but also it's just a very choked up spot for those tanks to fight in. And Hurricane's in some trouble here. I mean, Maru's going to come in. He's going to kill off a pylon at the front, and he might even get this gold base. Now, Hurricane can fall back to the, two bases he's got access to by taking down these minerals. Nah, he's going to lose his Robo, though. If he loses the Twilight Council and charge, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, so that's not looking great for him. New targets are up, and Patience going to pick up some gas and minerals over here. It looks like Maru will go pick up the gas and minerals up in the top left. Wow, Maru's having a pretty good time in the top left-hand side. I mean, his base is absolutely designed to be very good at kind of picking up this train. So he kills it off. Oh, and it drops minerals and gas. Okay, cool. So yeah, Maru's getting all the bonuses so far. I guess the negatives to this base being so close to like where the train spawns is that obviously you're kind of like, this base here is not very well protected. Your mineral lines on two sides. It's kind of in the middle of it's kind of a weirder position. It's 30 seconds, and look at what you win here. 4k, 2k if you win this fight. So this is going to be a real fight over the center again in just a little while. These guys are going to have to be... Well, they're going to have to actually get into the middle of the map this time around. Otherwise, there's going to be some issues. Right now, Maru, INnoVation, and Solar are all making a bid for the center. So all of this moving into the middle here. Some siege tanks going to set up. A couple corrosive bios dropping down. A little bit of bio going back into the middle here, and there we go. So a minute to count down. I'll put it on people's vision here, and now you can see Maru again just patrolling his SCV in and out, getting some points. He's going to fight this Zerg army. If INnoVation wants to come and join in as well. Does he see the center? Not really. So you don't get vision on the center like you do in some free-for-all mods. Is INnoVation going to push this back now? INnoVation will take the middle for a moment or two. On the bottom side, we see Impact trying to join the fray. And here comes Patience from the right side as well. Only player not in this fight for the middle a little bit is going to be Hurricane, who's really just sitting back at the moment. Maru making another bid for the center. He's going to siege up his tanks very aggressively. Will lose one to the corrosive biles. No, there wasn't enough biles. Well, Maru picking up some more moments. We'll have a look at what the counter says in the... Well, how about we do that right about now? Maru's just sneaking ahead. 15 seconds, 16, 17 against 11, then 9. A couple of the players. I mean, I think Maru has enough to win this no matter what. As Impact's going to try and get some extra points here, holding the center between two armies. I'm pretty sure Impact is friends with Patience, and that's why this isn't happening. Maru takes first. INnoVation and Impact tie for second, and Solo takes third. Look at Maru's money. He just got 4K, 2K delivered to his bank, and he is going to have to spend that right now. Hey, who needs more bases when you can just win every single objective, apparently? There's Maru winning out there. And INnoVation hanging around in the upper right side. We look at the overall supplies. Impact 180, Maru 150, Hurricane 130, Solo maxed out. Patience 180 and INnoVation 140. I mean, Patience and Impact are kind of killing it if they really are teaming up a little bit. Obviously, Solo's doing quite well as well. He's moved into lurkers here. Do you have anything... What I think is kind of crazy is all these guys are playing pretty standard styles. Like, nobody's playing like, oh, I'm going to rush up to carriers or anything crazy like that, you know? It's been very laid back and very, very regulated so far. I was going to see the trains popping up again. I mean, if these are still only 500, 500, it's not that crazy to get rid of these. You're going to see Maru pushing back Hurricane. At the same time, he sets the hit squad up to go. You know, it's amazing watching a free-for-all where players are actually using their amazing StarCraft talents. Oh, this one drops 1,000 minerals. It's amazing watching them use their multitasking to actually go and secure objectives. A fight in the top right. As Patience, we mentioned he was nearly maxed out. INnoVation really was not. And INnoVation is hurting right now as Patience comes and sweeps him. This army in the bottom looks like Solo's going to pick this up. Will take control. Will get a bit of a boost for himself here. INnoVation just, well, in a lot of trouble. This army of Patience looks like it might kill him. Meanwhile, Maru gets rid of the base of Hurricane here in the upper left-hand side. So that will go down. The rest of Patience's army coming through. An orbital command goes down. A couple of tech labs being picked away at. Excuse me, my throat's drying up a little bit. As we do see Maru just continuing forwards here. And a disruptor shot from Hurricane trying to get something done. But not too much overall. Meanwhile, the Zergs are skirmishing in the bottom side. Impact trying to deal with the lurkers of Solo, which do have seismic spines in that 10 range. Then you try and utilize in this. So they're trying to be active as well. As INnoVation is base in the top right being picked away at. And INnoVation looks like he might be the first player out of this game. It is not looking good for him at all. As we're going to be seeing some extra ghosts in production from Maru. And again, this army of Patience still just fighting away in the upper right-hand side. Some of these SCVs being picked away at. A couple of Vikings landing. Medevac goes down, and we do just see again this Protoss army just hanging around over on the left, trying to see if Hurricane can really fight Maru. Maru takes this base for himself, so he is up on 3 bases. Okay, this is going to be a fight in the center. I'm not sure. You get something for... You get plus 15 or something. Is it 15 supply or 15 units? I don't know. So we're about to find out. This one I don't actually know. And it looks like you only have 20 seconds to hold it. We're going to see Maru making a bid for the middle. Patience on the right of him. Hurricane to the left, but backing away. Meanwhile, you know, Solo's preoccupied fighting Impact down on the bottom side. Maru's pretty siege. He's got a lot of ghosts available. I mean, Impact's taking some damage right now. It is going to be a minute to count down. Did you see the Hydras and the Lurkers setting up? And again, this space of Impact dying off here. Looks like Hurricane is really quite desperate to fight Maru, but it's not a pretty position. At the same time, here comes Patience. Maru's picked up a lot of points at the moment, but now he's got Protoss to the left of him, Protoss to the right. There's a Terran sandwich, and Patience and Hurricane on the bread as the MPs come down. Here we go. Maru fights 2 Protoss players at once, and surely Maru should die. But Maru doesn't die. What? Hello? Terran? He kills the War Prism. He stops the War Pins. Maru kills 2 Protoss players at once. Okay, guys, best Terran player in the world. I mean, I can't even kill one Protoss player where, in Diamond League. Never mind, 2 Protoss players at once. What just happened? Maru just wins this fight. What's going on? The trains are back up. They are moving around. Hurricane's going to try and fight, but Maru's going to come and clean this up. Maru should get something in a moment or so. He wins it. He gets, oh my god, he gets a crazy set of reinforcements. Did he just get mule? Okay, it comes down in mules. I see. As Hurricane gets chased away, he's in a lot of trouble here. I mean, Maru gonna chase him off. On the bottom side, Solar has pretty much just killed off Impact during all of this, by the way. INnoVation is being killed by Patience as well. I mean, that had already really happened. But yeah, Maru gets a reinforcement of BCs. He gets a Raven or 2, all for free. So now he's maxed out. You can start building up a bank which he's just increased by 1k by winning the objective. And is this game just all about Maru? Crazy. Well, remember, guys, in the next 10 minutes or so, there is going to be a kind of like a battle royale kind of zone, which slowly closes in, deals a lot of damage. So at some point soon, these players will be more forced to fight each other. As I mean, obviously, Patience, Maru, and Solar are the 3 players we're looking at maybe clashing here. They are all maxed out. Well, Patience isn't maxed out. Hurricane's kind of just dead. He just really didn't recover from that previous early game, and he's just been in trouble all game long, been fighting with Maru, and that's not a pretty fight to pick. As I guess we just wait to see what the next objective is. Patience moving out into the center. You know what? Patience's army is not only small, it's not very good. It's 3 Disruptors and Stalkers. It's really not designed to do well against an army like this one. I mean, it's a pretty decent Disruptor shot to start. That should have been more Ghost kills, right? Are you kidding me? Maru, the Ghost, obviously they helped against the Zerg as well. Could line up some snipes here. But Maru's just taking constant fights, which is obviously part of this. Impact gets defeated, so Impact's actually the first out of the game. INnoVation's still in this. Looks as though we're going to be seeing another fight for the center here in 30 seconds time. Maru currently in control of it. As we see Solar just harassing Hurricane down. This is going to come down to Maru versus Solar TVZ, it would seem. Now, a Maru Solar TVZ where Solar's obviously playing maybe a less than ideal composition. Lurkers against Bio, we've seen it a bit lately, but Maru's got so much to work with here. By the way, Maru just spent all his money as well. Like, he just got that huge chunk of money he's been getting because he's been maxed out for ages. It doesn't even matter. He's just spending it so well. As INnoVation has a few units up here trying to do something as well, just trying to stay in the game. How is INnoVation even still in it? He's just been mass expanding faster than Patience can kill him. As Solar comes up to try and get rid of Hurricane. So, again, the only player currently eliminated properly is Impact. I don't expect INnoVation to sit around much longer. Hurricane doesn't look as though he's going to be in the game much longer either. As Maru is just uncontested, this really is just the game of Maru. So Maru's going to get a big warping of supply in the next little while. Like a big warping of supply. As we're going to be seeing SCVs of INnoVation running by. Here come the trains. INnoVation could maybe pick up the train. That'd be pretty good for him. It wouldn't be so bad. As you do see, the Stalkers get rid of INnoVation's last base. The SCVs, there's a CC up here. Maybe Maru is protecting INnoVation's final base. INnoVation. What? No! Does this train fight back? Oh my god, the train's got auto turrets on it! No, INnoVation just died fighting the train! It fights back! Oh my god, that's actually amazing. It looks like Patience is able to win out down here, so INnoVation tries to fight the train and loses. As Maru will pick up, what, about 1,000 once again? I mean, Maru just won the fight in the center as well, right? Yeah, Maru just got a big warping of units again. We missed that, but he's actually up on 250 supply. Looking pretty good for Maru still, as we see Solar coming down the bottom right-hand side. These Archons and Disruptors coming in from Patience. Couple of shots straight in. I mean, Disruptors are definitely going to do good against these Lurkers. I mean, these guys have got to be kidding, right? They've got to fight Maru, not walk into Maru. Oh my god, Patience just donates all the Stalkers. Maru is like question marks in the chat. What are you doing? Hurricane's finally been defeated, so Hurricane is out of here. That's now 2 players officially eliminated. INnoVation is long distance mining Maru's base, recovering from the fact he lost his army to the freaking train, man. As we see Maru trying to fight these Disruptors, not having a good time, actually, but the crazy thing is, again, Maru's maxed out and can't actually build anything extra. He's gonna launch a nuke. Oh my god, we're actually gonna see a nuke coming down right here as the Observer looks for it. Nuke. Disruptor shot just going to go down for the Widow Mine. I mean, Patience obviously sees the nuke, so he pulls away, but he's going to lose his base from the top and the Dark Shrine. Hurricane took a while to think about his defeat. Oh my god, Hurricane actually had a Nexus down here, huh? Interesting, interesting. Well, fight for the center once again. This time, maybe Solo will make a bid for it. I mean, Solo's got a lot of money in the bank, by the way. A 6k, 3k. I mean, he did kill off Impact. He has taken control of the bottom left-hand side. He's got a lot of bases that Maru just hasn't taken himself yet. As Maru making use of all these units that have been given to him. You're going to be seeing these BCs. Not even upgraded, right? Because, again, they just kind of spawned in with the extra kind of warping of supply. He's going to teleport them forwards as he comes forwards. He's going to drop down some snipes to start this off. He's going to split. He's going to fight. And here we go. We're going to be seeing all of these lurkers continuing to drop. And Solo gets absolutely destroyed as Maru just has the massive ghost to turn this around. And Maru is going to take another objective in the middle as Patience is rebuilding. Does still have a lot of bases of Patience. And that's why he's still alive, able to withstand so many of these attacks again and again and again. Just gonna see a bit of bio still in the center, some medevacs coming out the left. Lurkers hanging around here, and there's the trains again. These trains have auto turrets on top. Oh no, INnoVation, be careful, buddy. No, INnoVation's already losing his marauders. His command center's gonna be under fire as well. Does he lose the command center before these trains get past him? No, surely not, right? They weren't in range all the time, otherwise maybe he would have. His CC's actually dying. Solo's gonna pick up this train down here, picks up the 1000. I mean, Maru's bases are taking damage as well. These guys have to protect against the trains. Maru's been busy trying to fight, as we're gonna see Maru won that center fight again. He's now at 260 supply. Another round of ghosts, wood of mines. You know, he hasn't even had to spend his bank just yet, so just to make sure he has the production to really put that to use. Could actually still pick this up over here. DTs are harassing his base, though. So Maru's going to still be in a little bit of trouble. We'll go and pick up those gases and minerals. There's the zone coming in, by the way. So Maru, by the way, I guess this is worth mentioning. Maru's bases are on the edge of the map. So Maru's base being on the edge of the map kind of means that actually he's going to lose all of his production, etc. So yeah, that's actually a really good point. These guys aren't even going to be able to reproduce. So never mind what their banks are. This is just going to come down to one fight. One fight where Maru enters with 250 supply. Can he be the last man standing? I think this countdown on the left-hand side is when the zone is going to move in, and you'll see how much damage it does. It does a lot. You cannot sit in it. So let's see if it moves in here. We can look at the Nexus. Yeah, look how fast this is going to go down. It's a bit slower than before. It's still like 30 damage per second. Like, look at these probes. Boom, dead. Maru just going to set up the... Well, welcome to town, Maru. We've got homes, we've got defenses. The city of Maru is looking pretty darn safe as Solo has like a massive lurkers. Building a hatchery further forwards. I mean, this is absolutely the right call for Maru. Spend your money on static defenses here and hold the center of the map. Maru, as Patience tries to expand forwards as well. Man, in the good old days, we could have maybe had a mothership core putting down a photon cannon on this Nexus. Maru is going to be supply blocked soon. He's going to lose all these depots up on the top side. I mean, Solo's losing bases and all sorts as well, right? So these guys are all going to be in all sorts of trouble. Solo just trying to spend whatever money he can as this storm keeps on shrinking faster and faster. Maru's going to line up a nuke onto the base of Patience. Oh my god. Hey, if you build a nuke and the Ghost Academy dies, does the nuke die as well? Like before you, like if you don't use the nuke, do you then lose access to that nuke? Because the nuke has to launch from the Ghost Academy, right? Is that a good question? Is that something I've only just thought about this? It's crazy. As this game is crazy too. Can Solo and Patience somehow team together to overwhelm Maru? Because Maru not only has... he not only has the supply lead, he's going to have the planetary fortresses to help as well. I don't think you beat this, right? Maru in the center of the map is just chilling here, saying, there's trains. Why do you want trains at this point? Are you kidding me? No, did they just get like insta-die? I guess the trains are just on a timer, but they died. This one died to the zone, I think. Nah, I'm not even sure. I mean, Maru's just going to sit here. Patience and Solo have to make a plan at some point. That's obviously what they're discussing here a little bit in the chat. They're going to have to go for this, but how do you go for this? The thing is, I'm pretty sure the way this works is that first, second, and third will get like different points or points overall in the series of free-for-alls that they play. So I'm kind of expecting this to be like a point to, like, this is why I think maybe, You're looking at like Patience trying to stay in and Solo trying to stay in. You know, they can still fight for second place, so there's still something to play for in a bit as this slows down a little bit as they push into the center. Hey, Solo's about to lose all his bases, right? All his buildings. He has a spore. He has to build. Okay, he's brought the spore crawlers with him. That's one of the issues as well, right? If you lose your buildings, you're going to be eliminated. So, I mean, I don't know what Patience does. As long as Solo can kind of slowly move in, he's using his lure because he's broken down one of the planetary fortresses. A couple of ghosts start sniping. Solo has a few overseers. They just weren't quite in range there to see what was up. Patience. I mean, Patience is about to be eliminated by just losing his buildings in a few moments' time. His army is on the edge of the zone. Solo is trying to creep on forwards as well. The zone's about to move again. 2 seconds. And these guys are really on the edge. Like, Solo's even taking some damage on his army. Patience as well. Oh, guys, it's gonna be... You have to fight Maru at some point here. You can't stay in this forever. I mean, this game just went from Maru's favor to Maru's favor. Everything was so good for Maru. As Solo tries to make a bit of a play forward with the lurkers. I mean, Solo, as long as he keeps a spore or two alive, should outlast Patience. Patience, who's now... Everything's getting blown up for Patience on the right-hand side. I mean, Solo needs to just get a spore crawler inside, and he just about gets it. And Patience has the 2 Nexus to try and save the day. Oh my god, no! Solo's gonna lose his spore crawlers first! Solo was defeated and Patience survives with the Nexus has more HP. You can see Patience celebrating second place as there's nothing left on the map, and Maru, maybe not the most epic of conclusions, but when you've got a 3-way battle like this, I guess that's what it's gonna come down to. Maru just played an amazing free-for-all. He literally played all of the rules, and he's able to hold the center. GG's. Maru's your free-for-all victor, guys, in this free-for-all. You know, I said this last time, if you like this content, let me know, but I'm pretty sure everybody loved it last time, and I'm pretty sure this was great as well. Honestly, this one was even better than the last one, to the point where I'm like, you know what, maybe we should just, we should do another one of these, like, next week even, rather than, like, waiting so long, because it's been a couple months since I did the first one of these. But these are, like, a new set of games, like, it's different players, etc., so we have a couple of these that are fresh. So, wow, what a free-for-all, guys. I really loved it. I hope you guys did too. Again, we will be doing some YouTube-only, more serious casts as well when I get my hands on some different replays and stuff. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Obviously, if you did enjoy, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you again for all the support lately. It's so good to be back doing some YouTube-only stuff. It's always so much fun. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great